child pornography depicting infants or toddlers. Hello, everybody. I'm sure you've heard the news by now. Nader, Mr. Pedophile himself. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen, he's standing arm in arm with Bill Clinton next to the big fat Podesta brother and the other pedophiles that were there. It says here, a political hobnobber who featured prominently as a key witness in former special counselor Robert Mueller's Russia investigation faces at least a decade in prison after pleading guilty to charges of child sex trafficking and possessing child pornography. Lebanese-American businessman George Nader, 60, entered a plea deal Monday in federal court in Alexandria, Virginia, admitting to transporting a 14-year-old boy from the Czech Republic to Washington, D.C. in 2000 to engage in sexual activity with him. He also admitted to possessing child pornography depicting infants or toddlers. Nader is still separately under indictment in Washington, along with 7 others on charges of conspiring to conceal the source of more than $3.5 million in political donations to Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential campaign. Nader allegedly was reporting to an unnamed Middle Eastern government on that operation, which was indeed to curry favor with Clinton, prosecutors in that case said. Nader indicted for allegedly legally funneling money to Clinton. In the meantime, the pornography charge itself carries a 10-year mandatory minimum sentence. Prosecutors agreed as part of the plea bargain to recommend a 10-year sentence when Nader is sentenced April 10th, although the judge will be free to impose a significantly longer sentence of up to 30 years if she chooses, and she better. There's his face. This 1998 file frame from video provided by C-SPAN shows George Nader, then the president and editor of Middle East Insight. Nader, a key witness in former special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation, pleaded guilty to charges of child sex trafficking and possessing child pornography. Nader's name appears more than 100 times in the Mueller report. It details Nader's effort to serve as a liaison for a January 2017 meeting between a Russia banker with ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin and members of the President Trump's transition team. Nader previously served as an advisor to the United Arab Emirates, a close Saudi ally, and in 2017 he wired $2.5 million to a top Trump fundraiser, Elliot Brady, through a company in Canada. The goal was to persuade the U.S. to take a hard line against Qatar, a longtime American ally, but now an adversary of the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Flashback. Nader in the spotlight in the Mueller probe. Nader was previously convicted in the Czech Republic of 10 cases of sexually abusing minors and sentenced to a 1-year prison term in 2003. In that case, according to Czech court documents, Nader found a boy by cruising an arcade in Prague and lured them in with money, jewelry, mobile telephones, clothing, care, and housing. Here you have these children, these poor children in a poor country that could use Jesus and some guidance and something to make their life better, and all this guy does is just completely and utterly destroy their lives. The 14-year-old boy who was the victim in Monday's guilty plea is a different victim than the ones identified in the Czech case. Nader also pleaded guilty to a charge of transporting child pornography images in Virginia in 1991. The current investigation of Nader began in 2018 when images depicting child pornography and bestiality were found on his phone after it was confiscated under a search warrant connected to the Mueller probe. The images found in Nader's phones at Dulles International Airport ended up not being the basis for Monday's child pornography conviction. Instead, prosecutors relied on images and videos he received via email in 2012 that in some cases involved sadistic depictions of infants or toddlers. According to disclosures at Monday's hearing, you pig. In court papers filed Monday, Nader admitted that he discussed child pornography online over the years with an unidentified associate, I think that meant associate, using the word quote-unquote wine as a substitute for child pornography to conceal the nature of the conversations. You guys have seen that before in all the Podesta emails. They're using code words for this, code words for that. The two had also worked out a code to add 10 years to the age of the persons they referred to in their conversations. So you say, you mean a 10-year-old, and then they'd say 20-year-old. While Nader admitted to transporting the Czech boy to the U.S. for the purposes of engaging in sexual activity, he argues that it happened too long ago to be prosecuted under the statute of limitations, and his plea deal preserves his right to appeal his conviction on that count on those grounds. Even if such an appeal were granted, he would still be subject to a mandatory 10 years on the pornography charge. So, there's that. Q knew about this a long time ago. And, infants and toddlers, huh? Animals? Bestiality? Tell you what, you guys. Listen to me. Anybody who's doubting, Trump knew about this for years. And what they're doing is you got your nucleus, you got your big catch of fish right in the middle of everything, which would be your Clinton, okay? Your Hillary. And then outward, it spreads around, and then they're starting in the periphery of everything, working their way in, because they're as they arrest these stupid idiots on the outside, they're going to start talking, and it's going to work its way into the big fish in the middle, and it's all going to happen. It's going to happen. This makes me sick. And for those who say, oh, Hollywood isn't doing this and politicians aren't doing this to children, we're all crazy. We're crazy. There's no Pizzagate. Yeah, there is. And Q said there's coming a day when none of them will be able to walk down the street. And I can't wait. That's all I have for now. I love you guys. Bye.